Is it even possible to get decent shots with film that expired a decade ago? Is it still usable after 15 years? And can you get decent results? Today's supposed to be a scorcher in the UK, like 25 degrees. I set off early to east coast of England and was hoping for some crisp blue skies this morning, but no, really foggy out there. But now I'm kind of curious to see what the Fujifilm does in these conditions, especially with that magenta tint it gets in the shadows. Fuji NPS was designed for portrait photography, but also for shooting weddings. It was advertised as having an even pleasing representation of skin tones and natural color reproduction. So let's see how it handles this crazy fog. I took a couple of shots from up on the cliffs right by the car park in Flamborough. Then I went down to the beach for a few more. There's this path with some pretty steep stairs that takes you straight to the beach. And that shot turned out pretty nice, but I did get some random yellow lines in the top right corner of the negative. Probably something from the developing process. I was hoping the weather would clear up, but it actually got even worse. I took a photo of a lighthouse lost in this thick fog. You can barely see it, but I kind of like it. There's this building up on the cliffs with a green gate. I took a quick photo to see how NPS would handle that shade of green, and I really like how it turned out. Alright, once the fog started to clear a bit, I decided to make a few more shots. One of them ended up with a light leak on the left side, but the rest of the roll came out just fine. Alright, that was the last shot. Time to throw in some Kodak Portra 160. Yeah, expired back in 2011. And I'll probably shoot it at ISO 80, maybe even 64 if the light is not great, just to make up for how old the film is. The general rule is to add a stop of light for every decade past expiration, at least for the films up to ISO 400. Now, quick coffee break for me, and then I'm off to Bridlington. I've spotted this cool bus stop on the way here and I want to photograph it. Fingers crossed the weather improves. So next up I wanted to see what Portra would do with a bit of color, especially since the morning was so grey and moody. So I went looking for spots that really popped, like this building with a bright yellow wall. Or this pub on the corner with its green gate. And this scene that had a mix of green, yellow, red and blue. I really like how this last shot turned out. I think this one's my favorite. A little corner shop with all the signs, street lights and a yellow car in the corner. It just all works together. I managed to get some decent shots, but with expired film you just never really know what you're gonna get, and sometimes you'll see more grain or less color or some weird color shifts. It can be super subtle or totally extreme, depending on how the film was stored. And I suppose it's all part of the fun, really. Okay, so before I wrap it up, if you've made it this far and still watching, just hit that like button or leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to help out the channel. The most important thing to remember with expired film is that you never really know what you're gonna get. And if you go in with low expectations, you won't be let down, and most shots will probably turn out well if exposed correctly. So dig through your stuff, grab that old film and give it a shot. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.